Welcome back to Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin. Today we're back on one of our favorite streets in Natchez, Mississippi, Union Street. Well, this is how we get ourselves into trouble. We drive around Natchez, Mississippi, and we pick out houses that are our favorites. We fall in love with them, and then they come on the market. So we're bringing you a beautiful option today, another one of our favorite homes in Natchez, Mississippi, and architecturally wildly interesting. This is one of my favorite architectural genres, but it tends to be quite controversial because this is a true transitional style home. You see from the exterior what appears to be a classic Queen Anne style from a bit of a distance, but the closer we get and the closer we look into the details, we see the beginnings of neoclassical revival. Well, let's talk about some of the things that makes this home transitional in style. We're going to start by looking at this entablature and architraves and our corner blocks. These have been here from the beginning of this house, and these are typical Eastlake style spoon carved corner blocks that we would have seen in Queen Anne, Eastlake, or stick style homes from the 1870s and 80s. But then we go around to our columns, and we have this beautiful fluted column with these gorgeous volutes on the capitals, egg and dart. This is much more neoclassical revival in style. Getting away from that turned stick style port and transitioning into the new style, the new trend with the neoclassical revival. So this is a definite neoclassical revival motif, and we have another hint of what we're going to see on the inside here on the exterior. This beautiful laurel wreath stained glass window. We have 3 of these on the first landing in the staircase. Another very typical neoclassical revival motif that we see played over and over and over in the slightly later styles to the Queen Anne. So we've departed from the Queen Anne, Eastlake, or stick style home that we typically would see with these corner blocks and spoon carvings. We normally would have seen a turned porch, a lot of ornamentation, a lot of spindling, a lot of fretwork, and we're getting into these beautiful, strong, sturdy columns. So let's go inside and see the other elements that show that this is really a transitional home.
Finally got a free moment, and I'm going to watch some Curiosity Stream. We love Curiosity Stream, and obviously you do too, because this is the 6th time we've pitched this, and so a lot of you are signing up. So if you haven't signed up, you are missing the boat. Curiosity Stream is a fantastic streaming service. You can watch it on your phone, tablet, computer, TV. It's always got new content. Right now, I'm going to watch the history's greatest homes. There are actually 4 episodes, and I've watched some of this before, but tonight I'm going to watch Hearst Castle, which is a fantastic property. If you haven't seen that, you need to watch it. You need to get Curiosity Stream. One of the things we really love about it is it's educational. There's so much to learn on this channel. This is an architectural learning channel. Curiosity Stream has all kinds of educational content for you to watch. With plans starting at $5 a month, $5 a month, you can gain access to thousands of hours of high quality documentaries and series. Both monthly and annual plans are available, so choose the plan that works best for you and your budget. For those of you who have not made the leap and have not purchased Curiosity Stream, go there now. Go to curiositystream.com/restoration or just scan the QR code for unlimited access to the world's top documentaries and nonfiction series. And for our fans, use promo code RESTORATION for an additional 25% off. So scan the QR code above or go to curiositystream.com/restoration and save 25% today.
Here we are inside the beautiful entryway to this home. This is a glorious space. Look at all of this incredible unfinished woodwork that I'm surrounded by. This is longleaf pine. It's a beautiful honey-colored wood. But again, in this space, we see a combining of trends. We see a real blending of styles. We have this highly ornamental turned work on the spindles of the staircase. But then we have this squared off egg and dart newel post with the foliate design. This is a later iteration. This is the new trend coming in for stronger, chunkier blocks that are part of that neoclassical revival style. We've got this gorgeous niche, reading niche here on the first landing. And I don't know if you can tell, but all of the ceilings in these main rooms are coved. They're just wonderful. Beautiful picture rail in here, and this stained glass is just pristine. No cracks in any of the glass, and that beautiful laurel wreath design. We have it echoed in some of the light fixtures in the house, so a lot of original elements remain. We also see in the door hardware a new trend coming in. Gone are the Oriental themes or the Moorish themes of the 1870s and 80s, and we have these simpler styles coming in 1890, 1900. Again, part of that neoclassical revival trend that's just creeping in. In this space, we have two huge working pocket doors. Well, you know we love all things about historic architecture. There's really nothing that I could say I dislike about historic architecture. But one of the things that I truly am fascinated by is the attention to detail in the planning of these historic homes. So we showed you the laurel wreath design in the landing windows. We see that motif carried throughout the main rooms of the home in a very subtle way. And I want to draw your attention to this beautiful original chandelier. We have the laurel wreath here in the pendant, and then each of the light fixtures, the globes, have the laurel wreath as well. So that theme is pulling through, and we're also going to see it in the secondary parlor light fixture as well. So we're pulling that theme all the way through in a very subtle way, but it joins the spaces together and makes them feel beautifully cohesive. Now, you have to see this set of pocket doors. There are pocket doors all throughout this house and they all work, but look how easily these roll. That is a rarity. This would make it worth buying the house for me alone. look at this absolutely enormous kitchen. You know, one of the things that we always deal with in these historic properties are teeny tiny kitchens. How do we set up these teeny tiny little kitchens? You don't have that problem in this space. This is an enormous room with an ample kitchen and then a huge dining or breakfast area. They have it set up as a breakfast area, but it really is large enough to be a secondary dining space. Off of that, you have a beautiful servant stair that winds up around the back of the house and a powder room down the hall. This home flows beautifully. Again, something that we don't see very often in homes of this period is flow, because we often get broken up spaces that have been altered or changed over time. This home doesn't suffer from that. You have beautiful spaces that transition easily from one to the other and flow stunningly throughout the space. Now, let me show you the absolute glory that is the backyard. This is a paradise on Union Street. Come outside with me and take a look. What'd you think about this Union Street treasure? We failed to mention we are directly across the street from the Burn. So if you buy this house, you have an absolutely glorious view looking out your front door or your back door. Thank you for joining us on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin today, back in Natchez, Mississippi, and what we think is maybe the second prettiest block in the city. Of course, you know we think Linton Avenue is the prettiest block in Natchez, Mississippi. Don't forget, we're not the real estate agents. We don't represent this house. We're not trying to sell you this house, and we don't get anything from selling you this house. We just want you to see the beautiful architecture and the treasure of architecture that we have here in this glorious city. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Make sure you click that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin.